Welcome to Gary's Grow Your Own Food. Today is February 19th, it's President's Day, and I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of everything that's kind of changed to give you all kind of update on week to week of how things are growing, how things are doing, so you'll get an idea of anyway. But here is our carrots, and they kind of came up late, but they're starting to really do good. You kind of feel around them, see how they're growing. They're not anywhere close to being ready yet, but give them another 3 or 4 weeks, I think we'll be able to start picking them. My loquat fruit's starting to size up. It's looking good. It's a good looking plant. It's starting to put on the growth, so it's doing well. It's a Yahula variety. Here's some of the. Let's look at which one this is. And it's starting to throw up some growth in it. I just noticed today. I did save the variegated pepper plant. Brought it in the last 2 nights. We had a freeze, so we're going to see how it does, and I get a second year out of it. The garlic's finally taken off, started growing well. It's looking good. That's kind of what you want to see from it. Again, this is elephant garlic, and it's the best one to grow around here because a true garlic just doesn't do well down here. We just don't get the winter freezes. So. And then here's the other fruit, and like I say, this got a little bit tip burn on it for some reason, but it's doing fine. I think I left. Okay, one more. One thing you do want to remember to do is take these straps off of the plants so they won't mess up. But they all look like they're starting to push. Looks like they're getting ready to push growth, which is a good thing. The peaches are in full bloom. Today they're ready to get worked over by the bees. The loquat tree, and not loquat, the lychee tree, it did suffer more damage than I'd hoped, but it's still looking okay. And then the different, again right now the orange and stuff are just kind of sitting, waiting to start growing. Same thing as this one. The longan tree did take a pretty fair amount of damage, but I just put them in one day too late. Sometimes you do that. This here's the pomelo, and it is really starting to push growth out, which that's fine. We should be through all of our freezing temperature, hopefully, or if it is, I can get them back in the garage one more time. But in my area, once you get past about February 15th, February 20th, you usually are through with all the really hard freezes. I mean, I know we had the Snowmageddon. It came, in the middle of February, and that was kind of an exception. But normally, it looks okay. Like I say, long range forecast, 10 days, we're not getting we're close to freezing, so we're pretty much through with winter, I hope. This is another pomelo, and it's throwing out some growth too. So they're getting ready to make, ready to produce. This is my nectarine tree, and it's got nectarines on it. And one of those pretty good size. Look over here. And that's the size you want to start spraying. So I need to start spraying. It's not cold enough to spray, and it's not warm enough to spray for the plum cuculio, but I really think that I'm going to be better off spraying early for the fungicide to keep from the brown rot getting them. That brown rot's really bad in my area because you get so much wet weather. The greens are growing good, the endive and the soy mustard and the rest of the stuff. And I did notice a few things. I planted some beets in here, and they never really came up, and now I've got 1 or 2 of them coming up. But anyway, and more of the stuff up over here. Yeah, I do have my, right here I have my broccoli and cauliflower and brassicas that's coming up. They don't look just real good, but I think once we get up, warm up just a little bit, they'll start to be looking better. And this tree, I'm just hoping it's just waiting on it. I hope it didn't die. Sometimes they will. I don't think it is. I'm 90% sure it's okay. But and the other trees are starting to bloom out. This is my Rotenberry. This is one thing that's unique about this one. Well, I guess unique, as far as I know, it's unique. It's one of the only varieties I've seen that they actually plant from seed. So you'll notice the trunk here is all coming out, but that's okay for this particular variety, because this particular variety is a seedling. So, you know, and here is the Flat Delight that's coming from A&M. It makes the round, the flat flying saucer looking peaches, and it tastes pretty good. And it's doing well. What's this one called, son?
Pomegranate?
Pomegranate. It's starting to leave out. It lost all its leaves, and it's starting to put out and grow good. A little bitty plant that's the cherry of the Rio Grande. It's starting to look, you know, see how it does. And again, that's just a seedling that came up. I did want to come up over here. Main reason I walked over here is now my blueberries are really starting to push out the blooms. They're looking good, and I'm probably going to try to do a video on growing the blueberries, because all these blueberries around here are 10 to 15 years old. It was one of the first trees that I started, or fruit and bushes I started growing because the kids wanted me to do it. So I got started, and so I kind of go over that. Blueberries are pretty easy to grow if you can keep the acidic soil going for them. But and these are all high bush, which is southern high bush, which is supposed to be one of the harder ones to get to grow. This one is, I guess, it's a cross, so I guess it's not true high bush. Those are other 4 high bushes. I have had some die on me. This is all I've had in the past. They will up and down on you sometimes, and they are getting older. But anyway, that's kind of a tour of the front yard. I'll probably do a tour of the backyard later. Anyway, thanks for watching.